The Mike and Tony Show is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey guys, this is Adrienne Dobbs from NutriShop Parker, and you are listening to the Mike and Tony Show.
I know we were talking bugs and insects right before this.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about ants and spiders. By the way, we are particularly far away from each other.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. It made more sense when we had the guests in here, but now that it's just you and me, it's like we are literally as far apart as.
But nobody can tell because, like on the videos, it looks like me and you are next to each other. We're
so
literally in opposite corners.
Oh, it's a lovely Friday night,
and I didn't even say anything. I was just like, "Hey, Tony wants me to sit here."
Yeah, I know. I guess I have him in the corner. Must be mad at me. No, it's episode 244. Holy shit, we're coming up on the big 250. But I came upstairs just now, and I was thinking about when you came in. I'm surprised you didn't fall and break your neck. It looks like 150 people live in this house when you walk in, because we don't wear our shoes in the house usually. Yeah. And so you walk in, they're just everywhere. It's like literally like traps, like right in front of the doorway. So good on you.
If you ever have ever had a home invader, they're going to be like,
it's the first line of defense. Yeah. Second after the alarm.
No. Yeah, but no, we were talking about pre-podcast bugs because I had commented on Jordan's Instagram post, and she was trapped by a spider in the shower, and I was making fun of her because she's like, you said she did the right thing. She's being all nice and everything because Tony said he would have just crushed the spider on the spot. But she like put it in a cup with a paper lid and duct tape that shit tight, and then walked it out to a field and released it.
Duct tape is a little extra.
Yeah, the duct tape is very extra.
Yeah. She was. I mean, that's arachnophobia for you.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
But then I was making fun of her. She was like, I released it. I was like, man, that spider had a spot in your crib. Like that spider was established, had a web. She probably had a nest, some babies, and now you just deported her to a country she never been to.
Yeah, she's yeah. That's rude, Jordan. No, I'm just kidding. Back when I was younger, I was known for never killing spiders. That was like my thing. It was a Buddhist thing. It was like this idea of destroying life or whatever. And then as I've gotten older, I just have less tolerance for spiders. I can't do it, bro. They get too close, especially when things like that happen in my house. Was that before the show I told you? Yeah, it was before the show I told you. Jaden got bit by a giant-ass wolf spider.
You said they were fang marks.
You could see 2 dots. I was like, unbelievable. So he's been paranoid out of his mind since then.
We're talking about spiders, like Rosie, right? That the spider from the Butterfly Pavilion.
Yeah, the
They're finally like retiring Rosie. I don't think they're going to do another one.
How old is
I don't know,
Rosie now?
But they're retiring Rosie, right? I remember going there, and I remember people like holding Rosie. You can hold Rosie, and then you get a sticker afterwards. Say, I held Rosie. And people are always like, dude, they're not going to attack you or this, and they're not venomous. And I looked at the lady that was handling the spider, the Rosie. I looked at her. I was like, yeah, but if that bitch bites me, that's still going to hurt. Those fangs are still big.
Remember, I was really naive. I thought those spiders they had in places like that where they let them crawl on your hands, they defanged them.
No.
That's literally what I thought happened.
Bro.
Thank God I never thought that. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Safe, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, So I told her, I was like, no, that thing's still going to hurt if it bites me.
Hell yeah. Jaden said that wolf spider hurt like a mother.
Yeah.
And then it started itching really bad after.
Yeah, because it kind of has some venom to it. You know what I mean?
Sure. Oh, yeah. So it makes it like kind of irritated or whatever. No, I can't. I just can't do it with the spiders. I don't know what it is about them. Like as soon as I see them, and that's not supposed to be one of the, because there's, and by the way, she's 30 years old. I was going to tell you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Rosie.
Wow.
She just turned 30 in July.
Okay, geez,
Which
dude.
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't really live that fucking long.
I didn't either. I thought I did know they lived long. I thought it was like 7 to 10 years or something like that.
Damn, bro.
But yeah, 30. She's 30.
God damn, man.
And still going, just retiring.
Yeah, just retiring.
Not in bad shape, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that always still. I always think about this one podcast I was listening to, and they were talking about like bugs in general, right? Like you see the bugs that you see out in the open are the dumb ones because they have not mastered their environments, and so that's why they're smaller. That's why they have to go in different places to find food.
Oh my god, dude!
And they were just saying like, the guy said he was like somewhere in your house there's a spider like the size of your palm.
I knew,
but it is thriving, and you're never going to see it because it's smarter and it knows not to go out to get killed.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But I don't like thinking about that. And I'm paranoid thinking about walls now because, I've been listening to a lot of that Mr. Ballin podcast. I can't get enough of that shit. I'm just always listening to these crazy stories. There was one where there was a guy fucking living in the walls, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Living in the walls of these people's house.
Like he would I think I've heard that one too. Like he'd travel through. Yeah, travel through.
Yeah.
And like and was he living in the attic? He was traveling through the walls, but living in the attic. I thought it was.
This one, I think that is what it was.
Yeah.
I think he was, I think he had he had like a little hidden cove that was like literally inside a wall and like behind something so that it didn't show at all. You couldn't see it. It was just so crazy though. And the story's crazy because the little girls in the story, it's their mom that had passed away.
Yeah.
And so it was just dad and the two girls, and dad was always gone.
Yeah.
And he worked late, so they're home alone, whatever. And they just missed their mom so much, they had a fucking Ouija board. And they tried to summon her. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
They put it away, and they're like, oh, whatever. Later that night, they hear like this tapping sound. And they're like, what the hell? It's mom. It's probably mom. She's responding. This goes on and on and on and on. Then it's fucking tapping all the time.
This guy was fucking with him?
Every time dad goes to listen to it, the tapping stops. He's like, you guys, he thinks his girls are going through some grief. He thinks they're fucking struggling until one day, and then they would like leave and they'd come home. And like one time it was like in red written, like, I can't remember what it was. Like, I'm going to kill you so-and-so. And there was like a knife through one of the pictures. And this whole time they think this is like a supernatural thing that's happening until one fucking day they all walked out into the kitchen and he was standing there wearing the dude's deceased wife's wedding dress.
What?
Fucking face covered in makeup and holding a giant knife. They got away. The police came, and then he actually, after they saw him, it went on longer. Because they left and tried to get the police. Whenever the police came, couldn't find anything. Yeah. And then they checked the red, and they were like, "Oh, it's ketchup, you guys." Yeah, it's on the wall. And they're like, "No, you don't understand. There was a dude. It was crazy." Yeah. And they couldn't get a good description because he had
fucking makeup.
Fucking makeup. Yeah.
And he just retreated back into the walls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But then eventually they caught him.
How?
Same way that what happened was they still live there, which is fucking wild. But the police started surveilling it full time.
Oh,
full time,
and they saw somebody moving inside.
No, the dad came in. The cops were on. They were trading shifts, so there was no cop temporarily there. The dad got home and like immediately was like, "Hey guys, fucking supposed to be cops here." He calls and they're like, "Oh, it's probably just a shift change or whatever." And then he totally sees the dude and he tells them. And then the other guy comes and then they come in. The guy runs out and then they get the fucking guy. And he was a nut, just a nut job, living in the walls, bro. This happened.
Oh my god, dude!
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well, my story was different, I think, because mine was
like there's more than one story.
Mine was I read this story about a guy who was living in the family's attic.
Oh god!
And like things were missing, like day by day, like food and like just like other things, like like crayons and shit like that. They were missing, and like one day, like they left, and like when they left, he would come out, like go through the house and get things, right, resupply, so on and so forth.
This is so interesting. There's another
use the
story
bathroom,
very similar
stuff
to
like
this.
that, right? Yeah. And so, but this time, like they left and they came right back because they forgot something.
Caught him with his pants down.
Caught him,
standing there.
Yeah.
And what was he trying to do? Was he, because this dude was malicious. Was that guy malicious?
No, you're just living there.
It's like, I don't got a job.
Yeah.
Times are tough, bro. You guys got climate control.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories like that though. Because there was another one. Actually they have a movie coming out with Channing Tatum about a prison escapee who lived like in the attics, not in the attics, but like the storerooms of like stores.
Whoa.
Basically, and like during the evening when everyone leave, he'd come out and like do his thing and go back up and like during the day leave, and then right before the store closed, he'd go back into the store and like hide and then go back and live and sleep in the thing.
Would they caught him though eventually?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But no. So like, there's another story I watched. Was a lady who was living like in the top of a grocery store. She had gained access to like the ladder. And she had it all. She had TV. She had internet up there, dollar. Like she was just living.
And no one ever like noticed. What was this a long time ago?
Yeah.
So it wasn't as surveilled. Like there wasn't probably cameras as much cameras. Because now somebody would catch that.
Oh
yeah. Like, this fucking lady's. She never clocked out, bro.
She's walking up the stairs. That's weird.
Check out her paycheck. She's getting paid 24 hours a day.
That's a lot of overtime.
No, dude. So there was another one that's also similar. It was at a church though. And food started disappearing. And so like at first they were just kind of thought, kids were coming in and taking the food and stuff. But eventually it started getting really crazy. And like big items started, like massive amounts, like a whole fucking ham. They had just cooked a ham at the church, put it in a fridge. And then they came in the next day and it was gone. And they're like, what the hell? Okay, what's going on? We understand the kids are getting into the snacks, but how does a ham disappear? And then they talked to the chef, and the chef was like, this has been happening. Like, stuff's been disappearing for a long time. We've never known what the hell is going on. Yeah. It's like we're losing our mind around here. And then that one, fast forward, they eventually figured it out. But it turns out it was a dude who had kidnapped a little girl. They had gone missing right in that neighborhood that everybody had been looking for. There had been posters for a very long time. They lived up there. And he had kidnapped her and got her to live up there with him and would send her down for food and stuff.
Weird.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, bro. So I found that one. So it was a woman, she was found living in a Michigan grocery store sign.
She had in the sign?
Yeah, in the top. Like at the top, like at King Soopers, that has that top like area.
Okay.
Complete dollar she had flooring in there.
Whoa.
A computer, a printer, and a Keurig.
I gotta have that copy.
Bro,
I'm with her on the
She was living and working up there, bro.
Whoa.
She was living and working in the sign. And like there's a video if you search for it. There's a video of her catching her coming out of the sign.
Unbelievable.
The police.
Wait, did she work at the grocery store?
I'm not sure if she worked there.
Because it sounds like she had like her own job. She just got in there somehow one day. And then realized every day she could go in there. Does it say what year that shit was? Because I can't believe somebody didn't.
2024.
I can't believe somebody didn't fucking catch that on camera.
Yeah, right? Police in Midland were notified about a woman living in a small space that hosts a supermarket sign after contractors working on the roof found her there.
Was it? It must have been a small grocery store.
No, it was like a King Soopers, dude.
Then I don't understand how.
Said she had a flooring, computer, a desk, a printer, Keurig, a pantry for food. This is all 15 feet long, 5 feet wide, and approximately 8 feet tall at its highest point.
She was living in the studio.
She was fucking living in a studio apartment, bro. That's what it was, right?
That's unreal. It's puzzling me though, dude. How the hell does somebody not catch that? Because they have cameras full time for theft. They're always watching that shit because if anybody goes in. So how is somebody going to, in that store, climb up a ladder? Maybe, it must be back. Never mind. Right? Isn't there always, I've never actually worked at a grocery store before. Uh-huh. I had friends who did. But isn't there like back areas and stuff that's probably no cameras? And maybe that's where the ladder was that she found. She might have just like wandered into one of those areas. But in 2024, I would think there's cameras there too.
Said they made contact with her and said that advised her that she was not allowed to live there. She left without any incident.
She's like, oh shit, I didn't
She'd been living there for a year, dollar.
She's like, I didn't realize.
They didn't identify her.
They just let her go.
She was not formally charged for living in the space. They just let her go.
Wow. Nice. Good on them. But that's fucking crazy. That's the thing that's going to bother me, though. I'm going to lose sleep on that. Wondering how the hell did they not see her going in and out of there? Or did she literally stay inside for the full year? Maybe because I could see if she got in there one time, but every day you're coming and going, the same customer is coming in the store and going up this fucking thing.
Yeah, somehow brought dope because look, just go online. Police confront woman living in grocery store sign in Michigan. Anybody who's listening to the podcast,
I'm going to read deeply about this tonight.
It is the body cam footage of them confronting her, and she just fucking straight up opens it like, "Hello." Like,
whoa! Can you play the audio?
I'm trying to get my stuff so I can get down right away. I'm moving out of here in 24 hours to get away from all of this.
You're coming out right now.
Okay, well, I don't want to leave any of my stuff.
Well, so here's the thing. So I talked to the manager, She's down on the ground. The biggest thing is the liability issue for her. Okay, you being up here is a big time liability issue.
Isn't that Wild Dollar?
That's insane.
Fucking A, man.
That's insane. That's cool. They were chill and they just kind of let her. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
Just living for free.
Again.
But also obviously working, right? Because she had a computer, she had a desk, a printer, bro. Like, what
is she printing?
I don't know, bro.
What is she printing?
That is an odd one to have. Like, because I don't even have a printer. Do you have a printer at your house?
We do.
Probably mine has a printer.
Yeah, because she used to do for notary and other things she does. So
that's so funny,
bro.
Just
See, that's what constantly comes up is this endless variety of people.
So if she was working, bro,
yeah,
and wasn't like paying rent or anything, she saved probably 50 grand that year.
Like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. She just walked away with like fucking $1 million in her pocket.
Like 50 grand probably, right? For a year, right? You know, if it's an average ass person, right? Job. Sure.
Which probably, I mean, you can't imagine she was making.
Bruh. That's wild.
Yeah.
I joke around too with the game I play, that last war game.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a pay to win game basically.
Yeah.
And we joked around with one of our teammates, Dal, and I was like, Dal, you just need to commit, bro. You need to sell your house. I was like, you need to buy a gym membership. And I was like, and just live out of your car. He goes, what do I need the gym membership for? I was like, to shower.
Yeah.
Get ready for work. You just live out of your car, bro. I was like, and then you can just use all that money that you got from your house. I was like, you can pay that towards the game. I was like, you'd be the biggest. You'd be one of the biggest whales ever in our game. You can protect us so much.
You're trying to build a superhero. That's funny.
I was like, if you just do it for a year, you know, see how well you like it, and then maybe, you know, you can buy another house after that.
Yeah. Man, I'm tired this week, Pierce.
Yeah?
Yeah, just been a long week. First week students were back this week.
Ooh.
And I have discovered that my classroom fluctuates greatly in temperature. Today, it was like the Mojave. But there are other times when it's pleasant.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah. So, but it's been exhausting because I've been sitting on my ass all summer. I recorded an album.
Yeah.
That's like all I did this summer.
Yeah.
And so getting back to it and like having the come and go with the kids. I'm telling you right now, though, that school gets a bad name.
Why is that?
DMLK. I just think it does. Like everyone, when I told everybody I was going there, people in education, just friends, family, everybody, it's like, ooh, why are you going there?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I mean, I worked at Lake Middle School, you know, there was red since 1926. You know, I'm used to the working in a Title I school.
Yeah.
And then came to this one and I don't know, man, smooth sailing so far.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it could be because I went into leadership and was like juggling so much, and now this just feels easier, so I can put more time into the kids.
There you go.
Because you can't teach kids if you can't build a relationship with them.
Yeah.
That's the truth. If a kid hates you or you hate a kid, either way or both, kid's not going to learn.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Stand firm, dollar. No leadership this year.
No, 100%. No, I'm done. I'm too happy.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going back. What I'm going to do is wait because my pay goes up every year. So like the last 3 years before I retire, I'll go into leadership.
Yeah.
And I'll just
get
make that
and take that last average.
Precisely.
Exactly.
That's the
there
plan.
you go, dollar.
Yeah. Because I could do it now and get out the way, but then it's not worth it because I may still end up with a higher paying year later just from the step every year. So I'm going to wait.
Smart dollar. There you go. Nice. Yeah. I mean, my week has been pretty chill.
You're past like the crazy shit now.
Yeah.
Finally.
Fiscal year's done. And so we're just done. Now I'm just entering like payment season and like amendments and contracts and rollovers and stuff like that. So those are easy things, you know, but, you know, making sure our fiscal year is balanced and
a lot of pressure
and budget it for the next year is that's a lot. But yeah, it's been a chill week. Today I went to 212 Performance Gym, my gym. Right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
As you probably seen my stories. They've leased out the next space over, and so now like the gym is like twice as big now.
Oh yeah.
And so and they have so much more equipment, dude. They have a belt squat now, which I love. It's amazing.
What's a belt? Oh, cool.
So it wraps around you and you squat down and up.
Just holds the weights in the middle.
Yeah.
So
they have a belt squat there now. They have like standing calf raise. They have all these different machines. But now they also have the recovery lounge. Today, dollar, I did it's called the recovery cycle. It's 15 minutes in the barrel sauna, which is 194 degrees.
Wow. Dry sauna? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Water
wow.
with eucalyptus. They use eucalyptus in there too. And so, dude, it was nice. Got, 194 degrees. Then right after that, dollar.
Cold plunge.
Bloop, right into the cold plunge.
What's the temp? Do you know?
It was 40 degrees. Well, they have two. They have 40 and 48. And so Kendrick because this is my first time doing the recovery cycle. And so Kendrick wanted to walk me through it, right? And he was like, do you want me to film you getting in? And I was like, no, I'm good. He goes, are you sure? I can film your reaction. I was like, there's not gonna be a reaction, man. He's like, okay, man. And so he's like, just breathe in and out. I was like, okay.
You're like, I've literally been in 32.
I was listening to it. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, all right, breathe in and out.
Yeah.
And I jumped in and laid back down. He goes, oh, you didn't have a reaction. He's like, you didn't scream like a girl at all. I was like, no, bro, I can do this.
Yeah, I've been through this territory, especially right after a sauna. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah, bro.
And so he was like, he was like, all right, yeah. He's just hang out here for 3 minutes. You go chill out for 10, and then go back in the sauna for 15, and then come back out here and do another 3 minutes.
Oh, there's a space in between. That makes sense.
Yeah.
My dumb ass, if I ever did it, I just go back and forth.
Nah, because you're supposed to let your body warm up naturally and then get in there.
Sure.
But yeah, so I did it. I was like, I'm gonna stand for 5 minutes. Is that cool? He goes, oh yeah, that's cool, man. I was like, if I could stay in here longer, I'd stay in here longer, but
yeah. Yeah. Well, because you've done those crazy ones. I mean, we both
12-minute ones, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I have not done that. I don't do the long term. I haven't done that. That's so wild. 12 minutes is crazy.
12 minutes in the 32-degree one.
I bet you I could do it, but I would regret it. I feel like your toes would just be so numb, dude.
Well, remember, I used the water shoes.
Smart, yeah.
The cover my feet when I do those.
Yeah,
the water socks.
The
water
I
socks.
got a pair of those too.
Yeah, so I use that in there.
Crucial.
But this one, you know what? It felt it was a little colder than 40 because it's the legit tubs dollar that have the flow.
Oh,
going through them.
Well, good on you. I feel like I would react to one of those. I've heard about that. It's supposed to be way colder, the ones that keep, because you get that thermal layer in the ones we use.
Yeah. And so it's like cold all the way through, just keeps on pumping through cold.
Yeah.
All the way. And at first I was like, yeah, it's 40, that's fine. And then my toes started to, I was like, oh man, okay.
It keeps it right at 40. It doesn't warm up at all.
Bro.
Stays 40.
Well, it did warm up a little bit. Like when I got out, I took a video. I was like, oh, it's 41 now. I was like, I warmed it up a little bit, guys.
That's funny. Yeah, that stuff. What's crazy is how good that is for you.
Yeah.
It's so good for you to do that.
Yeah.
That's the main reason because I've been working out here in the mornings. But I keep the gym membership, so a couple times a week I can get over there. Yep. Do a little workout, get a little hot sauna. Because it is so good for you. I've been wanting to do cold plunge, but when it's this fucking hot, bro, it's so much effort.
It is a lot of effort.
It's so much effort. When it's 90 something degrees, 95 yesterday or day before, I think.
Yeah.
and you're trying to like get this thing well below 60, at least to 60.
It's hard, dude.
It's very hard.
It is hard because like no matter how many freaking water bottles you put in there, it's barely under 60.
And that's the time you really want to do cold plunges, right?
Yeah.
Especially me, like after I play some basketball and it's fucking 90 degrees outside, jumping in that feels so good.
Yeah.
But then the irony is that when you don't feel like doing cold plunges, when it's, a low of 15 today.
Yeah.
Right. Or whatever, or the next morning or whatever. And you get out and check that water and it's 33, 34 degrees or some shit. And it's freezing everywhere. There's snow on the ground or some shit. That's when you don't want to do it. But that is when it's effortless to keep that shit cold in Colorado, bro.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that's nice about here.
The other thing that I saw in Dollar, and I thought about it, but I'm doing obviously the recovery membership at 212, but I'd come across the DIY cold plunges, not the horse troughs, Dollar, not the machines where you can hook
People
up,
build them,
like not the machines where you can hook up, the little water filter thing through and have it do, like those things cost like $600, $900, dude.
Wow.
For just them by themselves. You know what I'm talking about? Those chillers.
Yes. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
No, Dollar. I came across something else interesting.
I feel like those probably break down a lot too.
I came across something else interesting.
What's that?
A cold, a freezer, a chest freezer.
I've seen this before. I watched a YouTube video of
and
a guy doing
it has like a little ledge, right? When you get in, like it has like a little edge. You can sit on that part. And like I've seen like a lot of like websites that have like conversions, like DIY conversions. Like,
oh yeah.
Just make sure you like silicone the seals, make sure everything is waterproof and watertight.
It's so funny. I got deep down that rabbit hole. A lot of people do those.
Yeah. And you build like a little wooden thing around it and like make it like legit.
Couldn't though. I never could do it because I thought about it. I'm not that handy, bro. I'm gonna fucking. I was like, I'm not sitting in anything electric ever that's got full of water. I'm not gonna do a cold plunge because particularly if I'm the one who built it.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna electrocute you, Dollar, because it's made to be defrost and stuff like that and hold liquid and everything like that to an extent. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, anyways, I was thinking about it because you can go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and those things are like $175.
Yeah,
and if you put water in it, it's not going to completely freeze because that's a solid piece of water. If you're going to try to, freeze that, but if you just
that'd be nice. Keep it in the garage.
Yeah, keep it in the garage, or like you don't even have to fill it that much. You can leave it in the basement. Because it's not going to splash over because you're going to just have enough to where you can just lay in there. How often
do you have to change the water though? Does it have filtration and stuff? Do you add that or?
I mean, you can.
You
could if you want to, I guess. But like they also like a lot of the DIY things I saw had like they installed like drain plugs onto them to kind of like drain them out.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
So,
yeah, I don't know. I got pretty deep down that road trying to figure different things out, and in the end, I just ended up being like, it's just simplest to just do this, but then it just sucks in the summer.
And people also chlorinate sometimes. I saw that too.
Oh yeah,
to keep it longer, the water and everything like that.
Then you're taking a chlorine dunk every day, though. I don't know. I've seen what that does to your hair and your fucking face. Smell like chemicals for a day. Fucking ashen. Yeah. No, there's a whole bunch of different ways. What was I'm trying to think of this one guy. He's the one who got me onto the big blocks of ice. Remember when I was doing that?
Yeah.
I bought like the Tupperware things, like the big ass Tupperwares. And then
bricks.
I just like freeze them and then drop those. I put like 2 or 3 of those big old bricks in there. But it took longer to cool it down. Like right now, it's ineffective. It's so much better to have like the small.
Yeah.
It's just a physics thing. There's more surface area. It immediately dissolves and immediately cools the water down.
Exactly.
So it's a lot better.
But again, it's that without that filtration and that water movement, that coldness just stays basically up top, right? It's not cycling through. It's like when you jump in there, like you said, you're also going to naturally heat it up yourself.
Well, yeah, that's the big thing is you get a thermal layer around you. And once you just sit, especially if you're sitting still.
Yep.
So I try to wiggle and go like this and you feel it. You're like, oof, I feel colder immediately.
Yeah.
Because but you had something where you're just sitting there
and the water is moving all the time, bro.
And the warming up, but it's just immediately blowing that off, so you cannot build up that thermal layer. That's freezing as fuck. I bet. I've thought about it because I was like, I bet it's just a different.
So Kendrick
experience.
and Tyler said that one day we should do like Kevin Hart does the
I'd be down.
The podcast where like they sit in the ice water, you know, and they talk to each other. He said, "You guys just come in and just, you know, hook up those mics, you know, the little digital mics. I have a couple of those, little digital mics, and just, you know, hook it up to a phone and just record a podcast."
In the cold plunge though,
yeah.
Fucking for you, what are we gonna do? A 15-minute? You would be better at that than me. I've now stayed a lot longer. I think the longest I've ever done was like 4.
Well, they have the two. They have the two. They have the 40 and the 48.
You know, dude, I couldn't do the 48. I can't. It's not in me. I just got to do the 40 for sure. If they had a fucking 32, I'd be doing it. You can't do that though. I guess 32.5 you could do or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, that shit is really good for you though.
Yeah. We've always stand firm on that.
Makes you live longer, literally, like, you know, lowers your age and stuff.
Helps the workout, helps the recovery, with the workouts, you know, the inflammation, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the recovery cycling helps your heart rate too.
So
because you're building up the, you know, it's, you know, going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down. So yeah.
Which is what it needs.
Yeah.
Your heart needs that stress and then that relaxation, which is why the super low what do you call it? Resting heart rate.
Yeah.
Like having a really low resting heart rate shows that your heart's in really healthy condition, good condition. If it's constantly just sort of like beating at a heartbeat, that's not fucking good, bro. That is not good. I was telling you about how we got the cool scale and stuff that we hold on to, and it measures body fat, and then it confirmed basically what ChatGPT said. So now what's really fun about it is I can monitor myself so closely on everything.
Okay.
And here's what was really interesting. Right before school started, I was doing great, bro. I was getting up first thing in the morning, eating a lot of protein, working out, doing all the things right before school, like that week before school. And my, I think I told you, so my skeletal muscle mass was like 140 pounds or something like that, which was really, it's like in the excellent category or whatever. And then I want to say it was like 130 or something like that. So it went up very quickly in that week when I was just eating really good and working out. And then I went back to work. Dude, I've been back at work for 2 weeks. You're not going to believe this. This is terrifying, but it's true. I lost fucking 8 pounds of muscle since I started working.
Jeez.
Since I started working. That's 2 weeks, bro. But it's constantly because I just don't eat as much, for one. It's so hard to force myself. Like getting enough protein. I'm shooting for 200 grams. That's what I need to be eating at least. So 200 grams of protein, if you haven't tried, is you're making an effort, dude. You're throwing cottage cheese and everything. You're constantly eating yogurt, and like, you know, egg whites, mixing everything you can with a little bit of extra protein to hit it. And when I'm working, I just get so like, just flying around the clock, you know, getting up in the morning, going straight to work. I got in a habit of where I was eating breakfast at first, and then that fell off like pretty quickly. Yeah. And so then you're just like, you stop for lunch, but you're eating a bite, somebody's talking to you, and you're just not giving the attention to your nutrition.
Well, you were probably also in the summer, probably like fasting-ish, right? Were you eating breakfast right away?
No.
Like when you first woke up, you were just waiting for a little bit, right? And so now, before school, you'd probably have to try to eat your breakfast before you go to school.
Effort. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's so crazy. So that's why I told I said, I got to fix this. Because, good Lord, how much muscle am I going to lose by end of the year? At this rate, in 2 fucking weeks, bro. Yeah. That's crazy.
That is wild, dude. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping the new 212 recovery thing does for me, because it's only open during certain times. You know me, I like to work out at night. You know, and it's closed at night because that sauna is 194 degrees. You can fuck something up if nobody's in there watching you, right? If you fucking pass out or something in a 194 degree sauna.
Oh, gotcha. They need like trouble. A full staff and Well,
at least somebody there to monitor. It's employed there and stuff like that. You know, insurance reasons and stuff. But now it's going to force me to kind of like
do it in the morning.
Do something in the morning or like on lunch maybe. You know, I can cycle through like on a lunch and then do a workout at night.
Yeah, I mean that was our go-to back in the day. Was the lunch workouts.
Oh yeah, what we used to do 2-a-days.
Yeah. I miss those days. Those were fun days, bro. It's crazy how old we got. It flies by, man. From vomiting, I remember that crazy first workout that all of us homies did together. And I don't think any of
Shay's workout.
Yeah, and like I said, we were all, you know, full of fucking ego and like nobody let on. I had no idea nobody else had lifted before, really. Seriously. Right? Maybe somebody had in the group. I don't think so though.
No.
And I was kind of under the impression like, oh, I'm the newer guy at this because I had lifted weights, but never like that. I told you when I was young, bro, curls all day.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. When we were doing that, we had a great gym at Jones.
That was a pretty dope, for working at a school like that.
Yeah.
And having a gym like that, we were pretty lucky.
Yeah. And so, when we were there, I was working out in the morning and then, we'd work out at lunch too. So I was doing a 2 a day that way. And I remember when we were just like working out and we saw Shay there, and that's when he asked me to spot for him. Remember that story? I was like, oh my gosh, he had like 4 plates on there. Yeah. And I'm like, and back then I was like real skinny.
Yeah.
And I remember him asking me, he's like, hey, big man, you want to spot me over here? And I was like, oh my God, this is literally like twice my weight, bro. So I hope you have this. Like, because I'm not gonna get that.
Yeah, that's wild. That dude was so strong. It blows my mind how freakishly strong some people are.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a rumor going around that some football team that they're playing against this year, there's a 12-year-old on the team that benches 225.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it just cut me right down right there. Like, that's what I benched. I'm a big old dude.
Yeah.
Good Lord,
that's
bro.
ridiculous.
That's
dude.
so crazy.
That is ridiculous.
At 12.
Yeah.
At 12.
The waters nowadays, right?
Yeah, something, dude. Because this year is the first year I have a student that's exactly my height.
Oh.
I was like, bro.
Do you play basketball?
Football, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, it's it was a thing where I was working before. I never felt shorter in my life than when at my last job. Remember, I've told you before there was like multiple ex-athletes and basketball players and just people that are just fucking tall. And there were so many of those people that suddenly, I felt pretty short. Came back here. Turns out it was just that place, bro. Everybody's normal size where I work now. Is that weird? What are the odds? You're like, what are the odds you get dropped in somewhere where you're like, there's like fucking 22 people that are over 6'4".
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Yeah, that's so bizarre. Just dumb luck, I guess. I don't know. If you could be any height, what height would you be? The height you are?
I'd actually want to be like 6'6".
It's funny, no matter how tall a dude is,
I want to be taller.
I want to be a little taller.
Or, probably if you're 7'2", probably you don't want to be like, I don't want to be 7'2" anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's probably is a limit. Like when you get to a certain height, you don't want to be taller.
Yeah.
You're like, this is plenty. I can dunk standing up. I don't have to jump.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to look for my in-body thing that I had $1.
Oh, like gives you all your measurements.
Yeah, all the measurements and everything, but
yeah.
I thought I had one.
The one we use is called Hume.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's the one? Do you use that as well?
No. I know what you're talking about, but the one I'm talking about is actually called InBody, and so it's like at the gyms. It's at NutriShop. Adrian, the drop before this podcast.
Oh yeah.
They have one inside her store. There's actually one inside the 212, but it's owned by one of the trainers. So, because those things are expensive, apparently.
Yeah.
So
it's really cool though. It's really cool just to have that stuff. I was just looking at my steps too, by the way. That was not happening during summer. I'm back to averaging to right
15,000.
14.8 is what I'm at right now. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking steps. And what's crazy is I legit totally have plantar fasciitis. I told you. On that right foot. Oh man, but I'll tell you, New Balance changing my life. New Balance and specific soles. And guess where I got all the info from?
An old person.
ChatGPT, baby.
Oh.
I was like, listen, I got a problem. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm about to start teaching. I got all these steps. I'm trying to slam dunk by 50. Like, I got all these things. I can't afford to like just not do anything and put my foot up every day and ice it. It's like, what can I do? And I was like, first things first, change your shoes. I literally took a picture of my whole shoe collection.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, loaded them all up, and it was like, damn, none of these are good. I was like, no. And it explained, it like broke down every single shoe. It was like, this is why this one's not good. This is why this one's not good. I really thought, you know what fooled me was those, what are they called? OCs?
The On Clouds, yeah.
The On Clouds. I have 2 pair of On Clouds, and they are pretty comfortable, but I really thought those would be ergonomic, right? Or good for your feet. Not at all. No, none of them are.
Yeah.
But New Balance, different story. Got myself 2 pairs. I got a black pair. Actually, I think they're both 90-90s.
As long as they're not $575.
No.
Those are the old man shoes, like the Air Monarchs.
Yes.
The white ones.
Yes, I know.
My dad fucking wears those, dude.
Well, because I found out the number, right, is the number of like pieces or whatever on the outside, like how they design it.
Okay.
I'm wearing one right now, but I have a white shirt like this that breaks it down on the back and shows like all the maximum ones. So the higher the number, the more like
yeah. You know, it's so wild too. Like back in the day, like New Balance was like the old man shoe. You know, it was like, oh my gosh. I remember like when I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods, like when I was like 20 years old. Yep. You know, the old men would come in for the 990s and the 995s, the all gray ones. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And you'd be like, those are fucking old. But dude, now like people love those shits.
Dude, I'm telling you.
They love those like those shoes, and like they've come out with a bunch of different things, you know. Even Kawhi Leonard, you know. They even have a fucking basketball line of New Balance, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And so Kawhi Leonard's on there. Cooper Flag from Duke is New Balance. But no, it's like New Balance changed, man. You know, they were once just deemed for old people, and now like that trendy, and they're expensive too. They're not like they're cheap shoes.
No, they're not. Were they back in the day? They weren't either, right?
No, back in the day they weren't either.
I'm asking ChatGPT. I just kind of want to get a little history on that company because they seem. I wonder what their secret is because they really did change their image. Because that was what was funny when I bought them. The dude who you know, there's always a guy helping you out or whatever, and he was just so into them. It was infectious, and I was like, and they literally had these 2 hoodies on sale, and I had just bought 2 of them, or just grabbed 2 of them, ready to buy them already. And I was like, And ChatGPT had told me it was the number 1 shoe. Those 90-90s are the best thing out there for somebody with plantar fasciitis. Yeah. And then it gave me a great insole to put in it. So it's been life-changing. But, you know, my dumbass, guess what I was wearing today on Friday? It's Friday, bro. Some Jordans.
Yeah. Just chilling out. I'm not going to walk that much today.
Yeah, now I can't stand up. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's fine. I'm good.
Well, that was the other thing, too, that people used to always like, because, again, I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. And so, like, you know, shoes, right? And the different colorations on the outsoles, like people never paid attention to. So like those different colorations meant different things. You know, that meant more support for either the outside of your foot, your heel, or the inside of your heel. And so like if you saw like a big like gray spot like on the inside, that meant your feet were inwards. And then if you had on the outside, that meant your feet were outwards. And those corrected those. But people never paid attention to that. Yeah. And I remember like when I, going through.
Fucking your feet up or something? Or?
Well, yeah, they just bought them because they're like, oh, these are nice, but you have to pay attention to what the shoe is, all the elements of a fucking shoe.
Yeah, true. And I think that's got to be part of it. They seem so into the craft of making shoes. You know what I mean? And so I get up to the counter, we're buying them, and they didn't. I wanted an all black pair, so I got a white and gray one, and then I was like, I want that all black one, but they didn't have it in my size. Yeah. So we ordered it, and she was like, oh, this is the one I'm wearing. And this girl was like fucking 17 or something. Yeah. And she kicks it up and she's like, they're the best. I know they're dad's shoes, but they're awesome. And then this other guy walks by and he's like, I got them too. I was like, fucking bro, you're right. Everybody's totally into them. So this is what ChatGPT said. The evolution of New Balance's image. One, so I asked it basically, what are the reasons why? How did they turn it around? Embracing the dad shoe revival. So New Balance initially bore the stigma of the dad shoe, but the retro chunky aesthetic unexpectedly surged in popularity. So it was just dumb luck. Like the 990 and the 1906 series, the brand wrote. So 1906, right, would have a lot more of the shit on the sides and stuff.
Yep.
So savvy collaboration and cultural taps. Oh, so here it is. This is probably the big thing. Winning over Gen Z. The shift in perception is quantifiable. From Q3 to Q4 of 2024, New Balance saw an 18.3% increase in brand equity among Gen Z adults, making it one of the top brands capturing younger consumers, which is true. It checks out.
Yeah.
When I'm walking around, I see people who are in their 20-somethings or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yep.
They're fucking wearing New Balance like crazy.
Yeah.
And they do wear, a lot of them wear the straight up dad shoe. You know,
yeah,
it's like a look, it's a thing. I actually am kind of digging some of the aesthetics I've seen in some of like the younger teachers I've seen at my old school and at my new school. You know what they remind me of is the 80s. The way their shirts, like their shirts fit different now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have those weird big sleeves, and then they're like kind of like, you know, as an aging guy, sometimes my shirt fucking, you're like, oof, the gut, yeah, pull it back a little bit because it's like forcing the shirt to jut forward a little bit. They like it like that. A little bit short, a little bit out. Wearing the New Balance, I'm starting to put it together. It's a dad thing. They're going for the total dad look.
It's funny.
Fucking shirt's just a little bit too short. Juts out just a little in the front.
The one New Balance that I like that is only available in women's is the 327. I love the look of the 327.
New Balance 327.
Yeah, it's a women's only shoe.
Interesting.
But I like the look of it because I like the big and on the side, and I like the chunky heel, the rubber heel that goes through the back.
Oh yeah, those are old school, bro. Those remind me of like Pumas or something.
No, those are like
not Pumas. No, not Pumas. What am I thinking of? I used to have a pair.
But I like those ones. But
wow, cool.
They're only for girls. It's only a woman's shoe. And if I got, if I can't wear a woman's shoe, by the way.
It's
because even if they had them in my size, like they're still going to be
size
too narrow.
46.
They're still going to be too narrow for my foot, dude.
Bro, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. No, I have that problem a lot too. What's crazy is the tread. It looks like the tread goes.
Well, it's like a waffle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It goes up the heel.
The heel. Now I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So
very interesting.
Yeah,
they got some good selection of colors on those too. Damn.
Oh yeah, I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're nice. They're nice.
Terracotta brown.
Can we get
That's
some male 327s?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, if you're listening, New Balance, get it together here.
Also sponsor us.
Yeah.
Because Tony likes New Balance now.
Yeah, you just bought 2 hoodies. I'm gonna start wearing them all the time, every day. Every time we do a podcast.
Yeah, but no, I also remember like, Fran, one of his clients, gifted him a pair of like 530s from like back in the day. They were like super popular. And I always teased them too. And I was like, fucking New Balance, bro. They're old ass shoes, man.
Yeah. I mean, I was sleeping on them for sure. I had a pair because the guy asked me, he was like, is this your first pair, bro? And I was like, I had to like think for a second. I was like, no, I used to have a blue and brown pair back in the day. I didn't even know what they were. I wasn't even paying attention. He was like, oh my God, bro. These are the best shoes there are. And he just went into a thing, dude. He was going off and he's like, I love everything. I wear Nikes. I wear everything. I'm telling you, these are the best ones. And then he was like, the other one he was sold on was Saucony. He was like,
Saucony. Oh, yeah. Those are runners. Runners like Saucony.
That's what I said. Yeah, exactly. I used to run in Sauconys. Yeah. Sauconys, and then also, what's the one started? Mizunos. I used to run in Mizunos too. Because he was recommending both of those for like foot health and stuff like that. And I was like, the runners always kind of end up being like that. But it's so crazy how complicated the human foot is. If you think about human evolution and think about how we evolved, most things, mammals and most things in our vicinity, they were walking around on all fours.
Yeah.
Right? And at some point, we assume our ancestors were too. But at some point, we got to this weird thing where we're walking up, our legs are shaped like fucking L's, bro. And like the way that our foot bends the other way, and then that's what we use to like step forward. It's such a crazy thing, and it seems like it's almost like a knee or a shoulder, right? There's so much going on there. And the wackiness is like your plantar fasciitis, right? Which I'm going through. I'm an expert because I've had it before. I had it for 2 fucking years on the other foot last time. But it's the fascia on the back of your calf muscle narrows down into this little thing, wraps under your heel, goes all the way through your arch, and attaches to the front of your fucking foot.
Yep.
And it causes so many problems for people because you have to be really careful with that shit. The problem is you injure a muscle, you injure other forms of tissue, you can recover. But when you injure fascia, tendons, all that kind of stuff, it's so long. And the reason I think it's so long is I'm not doctors here, but I think it's just lack of oxygen, probably, right? it doesn't get as much blood. There's no blood flow to your tendons where like your muscles are saturated with blood. So it's very easy to repair things and get shit where it needs to get to fix it. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like a tendon is also a muscle, right?
No, tendons. So there's like it's connective tissues like tendons and we really are not doctors, dude. Ligaments. That's the word I was fucking looking for like the last 2 minutes. Yeah. So, but it's just wild to think that we walk around on these feet. It's a wonder that we all we can no longer walk by the age of like 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that you can walk into your 80s still just fucking slamming down on that joint. It's a joint, bro.
Yeah.
It's a joint. That's just, like the new camera angles. I got the flip flops on tonight.
Wait, is it showing your? Oh yeah, it's showing your.
Yeah. Can you imagine? To my horror, I look.
The
camera, the auto thing's on. It's like zoomed in
on your
on
dogs.
my right foot.
On your dogs. Zooming on them dogs.
You gotta live a little shit. I'm gonna die one day. Am I really gonna be like, good thing no one ever saw my feet?
Yeah.
That's a complex.
One of my Facebook memories came up, and it was like, because at this time, how many years ago is when I shaved my big beard off.
Oh God, I remember that.
And I took a picture of the scale, saying I hit 230, guys. I finally hit 230, and is my feet on the scale. And I remember so many people commenting like, "Those are feet?" Like,
oh God,
I thought those were fingers. I was like, "Oh man."
I know you always say that you have crazy feet, but I would trade with just about anybody. Fucking, and you know what's weird is I have one normal looking foot and one fucking weird looking foot. For whatever reason, it's my right foot. It has a birthmark on it. It's got like crazy fucking bunion. My toe just goes the wrong direction, bro. I feel like if I head kicked somebody with that right foot, though, if I caught him right on the bunion, I mean, it would hurt me as much as it hurt them.
Yeah.
But I might do some damage.
Yeah.
That's an angle.
That knuckle.
It's an angle.
That knuckle is right there, dollar.
Like, clap. And then I would be like, yo. Because every once in a while, if you bump it on something, if you've been walking around all day on a 15,000 step day, and then you just happen to turn the wrong way or hit your foot and it just directly impacts something hard, might as well just fucking die right there.
Yeah. But no, I just remember that Facebook post. People were like, "That's your feet? Oh my God. Why are your toes so long?"
Yeah, very good, people.
Yeah.
Gave them a complex.
Do you not just understand? I hit a weight goal. The goal wasn't, the subject is not my feet. God damn it, you guys.
Feet. How am I supposed to show you the scale? See, my feet just happen.
But you know what's
to be
also
there.
hilarious at that point in time too, because I've done pedicures before, taking Cali and
same,
stuff like
same.
that. And one time in a pedicure, one of the little Asian ladies held hands with my feet. Fucking clown, dude. She was laughing and giggling. I was like, "Come on, man!" Like,
that is so fucked up,
put
bro.
her fingers in there, just like holding it.
Oh my God. She's all high-fiving you. That's so funny, bro.
Yeah. So,
Dude, I got fucked up by one of them one time. They felt so bad, dude.
What?
It was crazy. They were clipping nails and,
clip too low.
too low, and then I don't even know exactly what happened. It was when they're like going along the side, like cleaning out that area or whatever, like taking out the nail so you don't get an ingrown toenail and all that shit. She was doing that, and I felt, a fucking surge, a sharp pain go, "Ugh," and I was like, yeah. I looked down, and it was just blood.
Oh,
dude, she was fucking panicking. She had never, clearly I don't see that every day. I was like trying to be polite. That's me. How ridiculous is my over niceness in life sometimes.
Like, oh, no, it's not your fault. I'm a bleeder.
Yeah, I'm a bleeder. Somebody, you want to get 911 for me real quick? This is real serious.
I'm a bleeder. It's not your fault. My foot shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I'm not a bleeder. I'm definitely not a bleeder. Like, my shit will fucking coagulate up pretty quick, but I don't know what she did, dude. She had an artery. I don't know what happened. Okay. I just felt bad for her because it just kept going, and then like other people were trying to help her, and then she was like, okay, and she's like got that down. And meanwhile, too, I'm also like, whoa.
Yeah,
like that fucking hurts, bro. was thinking, lawsuit. No, I'm just kidding. I would never. People fucking sue for everything nowadays. There's so many people that definitely sued for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I bled everywhere.
And they would have put on social media and all
Come
that
on,
shit.
dude. She didn't mean no. She did not mean to do it. And it's just an unfortunate job. You're working with people's feet. Sometimes if you fuck up their feet.
I can't do the scrubbing part, bro. I am way too ticklish on the bottom of my feet.
Oh, that gets me too. Sometimes.
Dude, I'm just like, and they'll all laugh. This big old me is in this seat, and they're just like,
oh my god, it's so bad. I'm the same way. Except I don't know. Yours might be worse, but I can get through it. But my whole body, it's just
tensed up.
Keep it together.
No, I don't even care. I just I'll sit there, laugh and crack
crazy.
up, and people just looking at me. I'm just like, this tickles, bro. So I don't
Isn't
know.
that such a weird thing how our feet work? Makes me think of reflexology, that whole study of the different parts of your body or whatever that you can access there. Because it is funny when somebody touches the bottom of your feet. It's just the craziest weird feeling to me. Like, that's not supposed to be. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Are you ticklish in other ways too? Generally,
I can turn it off.
Amazing. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
My kids hate it.
Yeah. Because if
I'll tickle the shit out of them, they want to get me back. I'll just turn it off for a minute.
Yeah. But if they catch you off guard, then you're like ticklish. That's why they try it, because they're like, no, I know you're ticklish, Dad.
Yes.
And it's like, nope, I can turn it off right now. Yeah. Not ticklish now.
Yeah. Once you fuck up though, and they see it though, then they know. Oh, you are. I thought Dad is ticklish. Shit. Not gonna be trying. It's the catching off the guard is totally part of it.
Yeah.
But there are definitely parts of your feet. Under the feet, I'm the same way, dude. God, it feels like it goes straight to my brain.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? But do you like getting pedicures? Is that a thing that you actually enjoy? Or is it just like a thing you do because
Callie wants to do it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Nope. It's not something I don't sit there and monthly, it's time to get my
I'll be honest,
pedicure.
I mean, I know I get old man feet and I probably should get them more regularly. A lot of people would say, but right after a pedicure, putting my socks on and putting them in my shoes feels fucking weird.
I feel like you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
You're I just got these work on.
Oh yeah, that too.
I just got these worked on. Yeah. Gotta show these off.
Yeah. We'd have the dogs out today.
No, I mean, as an adult, I regularly wash my feet. Like in the shower, I have the foot scrubber thing. So
Nice.
it's like a thing that's you put down, and it's has brushes and stuff. So I always brush my feet. You put soap on it and you just brush your feet, man.
One day I'm going to slip and fall. That would save me from that.
But yeah, so I have that and I just brush it. It's actual little brushes.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome,
brush my
actually.
feet, and it's
we got the thing for the back. I don't know if that's an old person thing, too.
Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah, you got to have that.
Yeah, because I can't reach my back. Because I can't. Callie makes fun of me all the time. She's like, "Can you do this? Like the whole you lock your arms behind your back thing."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, dude." She's like, "Why not?" And I was like, "My arms and shoulders are too big to do that, and my back is too wide. I can't do that, girl."
It's so funny.
I was like, I don't care how flexible somebody is. Like my size, they're not gonna.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember being younger. I remember there was a time in my life, Pierce, in my teens and early 20s, I could literally touch every part of my back with my hands.
Yep.
Not even close now. I can't fucking, you're just like, It kind of weirds me out sometimes. There's parts of my body I cannot reach physically.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. So I got that scrubber thing for the feet. That's nice.
Yeah.
And then obviously everyone needs you lotion. You don't want dry ass feet and stuff like
in
that.
Colorado, dude?
Yeah, dude.
You
especially
have
out
to.
here. Yeah, the lotion, everything in Colorado.
Especially tattoos, you want them to age well. It's dry and hot as fuck here. You gotta take care of yourself.
And that's another thing too that people make fun of me of. I like my lotion of choice is Johnson & Johnson. It's like baby lotion, the pink stuff. That's my go-to. It's always been to. I've always used Johnson & Johnson's.
I would say that's probably really good because I would think it has less. But the only thing that throws me is how Johnson & Johnson, remember the talcum powder and all that shit?
Yeah.
They found out that it caused cancer and stuff like that. Was that legit?
The baby
Was that
powder.
real?
Yeah,
that was real. Yeah, thinking of all those people fucking using baby powder all the time.
We our parents used it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I used it on Callie. I remember. So
it's so true, actually. I got a thing. I almost sent it to you. I sent it to my sister. I should send it to you too. But it was like kids who grew up in the 80s and 90s. You know those little meme things where it just shows all this old shit, plays like a fucking nostalgic song or something.
Yeah.
But it was like, do you remember, did you guys have the wooden salad bowls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that
Where
looked like they were woven. They looked like they were woven. Yeah.
Yeah. Where did those go?
I don't know.
Yeah, and I get why we got away from wood.
Yeah.
It's surprising it made it that far.
Porous.
We're still eating off of wood in fucking when we were kids in the 90s. It's so insane.
Yeah, no, I think I say the same thing. It was like we used to drink out of water fountains.
Yeah,
all the time, public, at school, like at the park.
You ever seen the video
of
that dumbass young guy who's like talking about it? He's like, he has like a perfect freaking unusually square jaw. He looks like a model. He's like, let me think. So you always say you drank out of hoses. Were sinks not available? And then it cuts to this fucking lady that's like our age.
Yeah.
She's like, are you going to tell him? I'll fucking tell him. We weren't allowed in the house.
Yeah.
You're like, that's so perfect.
Yeah. During the day, they were like, go play.
Yeah. Go outside. I told you, my uncle, he would just lock us out.
Yeah.
He would literally lock us out and smoke weed inside the house. And we were just like, I got some water. Get the hose. It's right there. And you're like, fuck. And the dumbass who went right to it immediately.
Oh, don't get the hot water.
I'm first.
I'm first. Yeah, you get the hot water, dude. You're gonna get that hot water that's been sitting. And that's the other thing too. You think about.
Yeah,
that stagnant ass water was just sitting in there
in the rubber. Rubber, just fucking having all kinds of carcinogenic just rubbing off in it. just slurping it up.
But it was like, yeah, we survived. Like we chewed on gritty ass Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah, that was in there actually. That was one of the ones. It was in that video too. I wish I could remember some of the most other stuff that was in there, but it's just weird how times change. Our childhood was so different. I just feel like we're so lucky, dude. We're like the last generation, man, that really knows life before the internet.
Oh yeah,
that can like, dude. Me and Myra were talking about this the other day of how like there's times where, you know, we're picking up kids from practice or running things around. There's times you just have to fucking sit there. And I've been there with a dead phone, right? Nobody likes it. But it's like our generation, I can do that.
Yeah.
There ain't no way. Dude, I don't know what would happen to my kids if they had to sit there for 30 minutes and do nothing and just chill.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking trees and hang out. You know what I mean? Like they can't handle that. That's what I'm saying. Our generation, we're the last ones. I could do that.
Yeah.
Like I could fucking sit on a bench and just sit there and hang out. Think, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
We didn't have to have all this shit.
Yeah. I told Callie, like, I was like, when I was a kid, when we would go on car rides, I used to look out the window and I used to pretend there was like some ninja dudes like running beside me, like cutting down signs and like cars and all that shit, doing flips and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, I had no fucking phone or tablet to keep me company inside the car. Like,
right? Yeah, dude. Totally.
You know, people would tell me, like, I've heard people say before, like, oh, I had a coloring book. We'd color. Like, no, you can't color in a fucking car.
Good luck.
Like, a bump
draw
happens.
Picture while you're at it.
A bump happens. You're just going to fucking mess up that line now?
Nobody's creating amazing artwork in a moving car.
No.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I mean. It was like a different time, and there's something very nostalgic about that. I think back on that. I feel that stuff really positively, and I try to have it enter my life now. Sometimes just stop and just take a second. Nobody does that anymore. Like there's no more just like, I think I'll take a moment. I'm just thinking. I don't have to have anything in my hand. I'm not reading. I'm not eating. I'm not fucking staring at a phone.
I know. I remember one time before, way back in the day, when I was with Tira asked me, she goes, how do you know how to get places? Like you just remember how to get places? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I told you this was on, 35th and Welton, would you know how to get there? I'm like, yeah. Like, well, how? I was like, just remember the way to get there. Like, just know what roads to take. To get there.
I had a terrifying thought the other day. I decided I want to commit myself because of all the shit I've had to memorize for learning math.
Yeah.
I don't have my kids' numbers memorized. Do you?
No, I know. Yeah, I know a lot of other people's numbers. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I know a few that have just been there for years, right? Like obviously, I know Myra's.
Yep.
I know my own number. I know, I know both my parents' number. My sister. See, if somebody changes phones, it's gone. Like then you're like, I don't. We never recommit to learning it because it's always just hit the contact on the phone or call them. You know what I mean? You don't even have to touch your phone. Just like, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
Call them. And it just does it automatically. So I was thinking about that because I was like, man, if I was ever in a bind, because think about it, you don't have your fucking phone with you.
Yeah.
That's totally possible that you're trying to get a hold of somebody in your family and you don't have your phone. So you don't know the numbers. You don't know.
Yeah.
You got to memorize a couple of those, bro.
Dude, I memorized my childhood phone number still.
Yeah.
I still remember that phone number.
I wonder if it would fuck somebody over if I said the number, because I was thinking about that too. Like, does somebody have that number now?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably somebody does have that. I was thinking the same fucking thing, Dollar. I was about to say, I remember my childhood number and be like, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
I was about to spout mine off immediately.
Yeah.
And just be like, oh, for sure.
But then somebody's going to fucking call it number and be like, hey, Mike and Tony show.
The fuck is going on?
It's like, why are so many people calling us on the Mike and Tony show?
So stupid. Yeah.
Might be somebody's cell phone number now, probably.
Man.
Let's be real.
It is weird. Being a kid in the 90s was awesome. Don't you think?
Yeah.
When you look back on it, I don't think anybody in our generation looks back because people think they were living like fucking savages back then. But the truth is, I don't know anybody our age that looks back on those times like, ew, it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was cool. You had so much independence.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, the freedoms that we had versus, the freedoms that our kids don't have.
Don't have, yeah.
Because, I can track Callie anywhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? With the phone, with the tablet.
Live 360, baby.
All that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. You can track them all the time. Like back in our day, like your parents knew where you were based on the information you gave them.
Yeah.
Like, where are you going? We're going to go 7-Eleven. Oh, we're going to go to United Artists.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to go to Seven Hills. Yeah. Stuff like that. You're like, okay, how you getting there? Ride our bikes. Ride our bikes.
And now what happens if somebody's an hour late? If your kids are an hour late now, what happens?
Check the phone.
Like, people are freaking the fuck out. Where the hell are they? Right? If we were an hour late, I guarantee you our parents were like, I am going to beat his ass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When he gets home.
Oh, shit.
They weren't thinking anything bad happened. They're like, something bad's gonna happen to you.
Especially like after you got your license and you went out, like you were with friends and you're like, okay, your parents, like, because again, you're 16, so you didn't have like, you're not a midnight person, it's like, because you have school and stuff and everything like that. And so your parents, my parents were like 10:30. Bro, I remember I came home late one time and I thought I was slick. I'm going to come in. Because my car was, had a good exhaust and it was nice and, we did a lot of things to it. And so I was like, I'm going to put it in neutral.
Just roll it in.
I'm going to drive and take the key out and roll it in.
Classic.
Stop. And then walk up to the house and do the key. And it's like when you're trying to, and why is it every single time? Like when you're trying to put like the key and try to be sneaky, right? You're just trying to be sneaky. You're like the loudest it's ever been. You're putting the key in. It's like, you're like, God damn, is that loud?
Does it always sound like
why
that?
Why is the key so loud? And I just remember going, opening the door and just like doing it. And like, you twist the handle before you close the door because you don't want it to go to the click sound. You're like,
yeah.
And then you go.
And let it go back into place. There you go.
Lock it. Real silent, click it. And then you know the spots in the house where it's
going to creak.
So you're like, and I remember that particular night, I was like,
step by
where have you been? Oh,
that would scare the
my mom was sitting on the fucking stairs in the dark, bro.
Ooh.
Like, tell me how mad she was.
Ooh.
Her mom was chilling on the stairs in the dark.
She was pissed. She was pissed. I had it was different for me because I would stay up till midnight. I would do crazy shit because remember my parents moved out here.
Yeah.
And I moved in with my grandparents.
Yep.
My room was literally outside the house. So I could come and go, please. And they didn't have rules. My grandparents didn't give me any rules because I did good in school and I worked all the time. And they were like, he's fine. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke weed.
Yeah.
He's fine. And so, but that also, the price I paid for that, dude, was That was one of the most horrendous places I ever slept in my entire life. Literally found black widows in there. Literally found rats in there. Literally, I mean, it was awful, fucking awful. But man, was I free! I could do whatever I wanted.
Yeah, the freedoms we had.
Yeah,
definitely the freedoms we had. Yeah, now I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I can just do whatever. I can monitor whatever Callie does. I can limit the amount of shit that she has. You know, like all that stuff. Like
remotely.
Yeah, remotely. Like, oh, I think you're done playing on your phone right now. Boop. Like,
yeah, you're done. Yeah,
Dad, can you add more time to my phone?
Isn't it crazy? That was the thing. See, like I thought I knew how I was going to be a parent.
Yeah.
And then by the time I got to be a parent, technology was a whole another thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a different thing. It's a whole nother element to parenting that our parents did not have to deal with.
Yep.
For sure. Nobody would have had phones, bro.
No.
Nobody would have had fucking
Nobody's
phones.
just walking around with headphones back in the day.
No.
Unless you were like jogging and shit.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, but I mean, if you magically, twisted time around and put cell phones into a parent in the fucking 90s, kids staring at their phone, just sitting well, maybe they would. They'd probably fall for it just like we all did.
Yeah.
Immediately like, damn, this is the best babysitter I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So many kids now are just raised just staring at phones from such a young age.
Yeah. Well, that's you hear somebody crying at a restaurant. What's the number one thing you see?
Here, put on your show.
Yep.
Put on your show.
Exactly, bro.
Yep. Always. I got to tell they could say my granddaughter. She's my niece. Kelsey's daughter. But she constantly, everyone's got to tell her, turn it down, bro. Turn it down. It's too loud. We can hear it 2 blocks over.
You know who's the biggest offenders of that? Of volume too loud?
Who?
Old people.
Yeah.
Old people, dude. I remember when I was working at the gym.
No offense. I love you, Dad, but Jesus.
Yeah, right? Like, out in public, too. That's the other thing, too. Like, no fucks given, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
on the phones.
Nobody, like, you're in an area where it's public, and all of a sudden, the next thing you hear is just, like, fucking someone right there, the video going, and it's just full volume, and they're just watching it, and you're just like...
Have you ever heard of AirPods for one? Like, come on, bro. It's not that much. Just get you a pair. Put that shit in your
Put some
head.
closed captioning on.
My son's not like that in public, but damn, around this house, bro. He like whatever he's watching, and he just loves TikTok usually. So it's just like clip after clip, and you can always tell when he likes one or he's reading something.
He's laughing loud.
It just fucking keeps playing.
Oh,
motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. Motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. It just keeps going, and you're like, dude, turn that shit off. Here, take my headphones. Put them in. They work. It's Bluetooth. All you got to do is put them in your head. Yeah, it's crazy. And he was, I do feel like we got a little lucky too. With Callie, you guys were a little bit after us. But that timing was good enough that I'm actually thankful that we thought we could prevent it.
Yeah.
It was like like an avalanche that you're like, we got this. And we just got run over. But the fact that we had that mentality, I do think did something for the kids to understand. Like we were very like, I saw the parents that were just putting shit in front of the kids. And I was like, I can't just do this full time.
Yeah.
Did my kids get way too much screen time growing up? 100%. 100%. It's impossible, dude. What are you going to do? Did they get phones too young? Every kid that has a phone is too young, in my opinion. You should fucking be an adult. It should be like a driver's license.
You should take a test for getting a
For
phone.
real, I think it should be. I think to be able, when you're a kid upcoming, that's if we could go back in time and like re-handle the situation so it doesn't fucking get out of control. There should be tests. You have to be able to manage your emotions. You have to be able to understand, what's happening, that interaction that's happening between you and the phone, and like have an understanding of it before it's just this thing in front of your face that's there all the time, just giving you dopamine hits from the time you're too little to understand.
Yeah.
You get older. And it's a crazy addiction.
Do your kids watch shows or anything like that?
Yeah.
Cartoons, stuff like that. Do they watch any of that?
Yeah. My kids watch a lot of anime.
I mean, do they just like sit in front of the TV and just like, watch it? And just like
In the actual TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just like sit there and just watch it though. Like watch it the whole thing through.
Oh, you mean like not look at their phone while they're watching?
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't know, Mike. I really fucking wonder about that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, just turn the TV off. Just look at your phone.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I'm still watching.
I'm watching.
Still
Pay
watching.
attention.
Like, dude, there are studies on multitasking in humans. We're horrible at it.
Yeah.
You really can't. We think we are. You're just doing one thing and then another, and then one thing and then you're not literally doing both. And that's the misperception. But I'm with you on that one. No, they don't. I thought you meant just like, do they watch TV still? They will watch TV shows and old school TV and stuff like that. But I don't think it's very rare unless we're all watching a movie together. Phones are right in front of them scrolling while they're watching whatever they're watching.
Yeah. No, I've caught Callie one time, and I think you've said this before as well, like with Jay. I've caught Callie one time playing Roblox on her tablet, listening to music on the computer, and then on her phone watching like some YouTube shorts. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here?
I feel stressed out.
What the shit's going on here? What are you listening to? Which one are you listening to?
Yeah.
All of them? Like, what? Like,
how? It's not, you can't focus on more than one thing.
Because I think you said that with Jay, who was doing that same thing too. Like he was like playing video games and like watching it like a YouTube or something.
Especially when he was younger, dude. You'd walk in and you're just like, I'm so overstimulated. Like, what's fucking happening? And for a lot of these kids, I know with Jay, like that stuff's like soothes him as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like keeps him from like freaking the fuck out.
See, and my thing is like when I ask if kids watch shows, Callie can't sit through a show, like a cartoon or anything like that. Like, because, she watches these YouTube shorts and it's like, 30 seconds to a minute long, these things. And not even
like
that.
The shit we
she
put
doesn't
out.
she doesn't even watch any of them like full on through. She's just like, swipe.
Yep.
Swipe, like watches it. And just like, like, oh my God. And so like, I remember like when we, eat dinner together and we're sitting there and I was like, hey, let's watch this. And she's like just watching and she's like, you can tell that she's just uncomfortable watching. You're like, is it okay? We're watching a movie. We're watching Jaws. It's so long. Like, damn, dude. Or the question is like, how much longer is there? Oh, this is the very beginning. It's only been 15 minutes. We have like another hour and 15 minutes to go.
I would have watched 623 shorts already. This is insane. What a waste of time.
I mean, since, I work from home and I have background noise, and it's usually like a movie or something in the background that I've watched before. Like, I don't put new shit on that I've never seen or anything like that. Yeah. Just so it's something that static. I have. Yeah, some static noise and everything like that. Every once in a while, like, I'll catch it like looking over. I'm like, oh, that's the funny part. Oh, okay. And then, just continue on. But it's just the same as like anybody's listening to like music. Right.
See, I can't do that. That's cool. I do podcasts or music, but it's funny you say that because I saw a meme I sent to Myra because I was like, this is us. There's so many times, dude, where we're like, okay, it's time to clean. Let's clean the house. And we put on a fucking movie. And we're like, we'll just put this on in the background while before you know it, we're both standing there with towels, like, like, oh, shit.
Is it a movie you've never seen?
No.
Oh.
Just great movies. You know what I mean? Movies you've seen 100 times, but they're so good.
Yeah.
And so you just end up stopping and watching. I can't do that. I can do a podcast all day. I could do like audio or whatever.
Yeah.
But if I put something visual on while I'm trying to do something else, I can't help it because I know it's visual. So I want to look at it. I'm like,
Is there a movie that no matter what, like if it's on, that you'll watch it all the time, every single time?
Like if it's on, there's quite a few.
Like if it's on TV, and despite commercials, any of that stuff, that you'll watch it every single time.
For sure, grown-ups. Like anytime somebody's got that on, I stop what I'm doing. I'm like, this movie's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton. Probably a lot of movies I'm like that with.
Okay.
God, let me think of an example. Do you have one you're thinking of?
Die Hard always for me.
Die Hard, okay.
If Die Hard's on,
sure,
I'll watch Die Hard every single time.
Sure. Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head. I'm sure there are movies, but I'm just like that. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For sure, like you can't. There's certain movies you definitely don't want to put on for background noise, like the John Wick movies.
Oh, it's so much action.
That's all it is action. It's all visual. You know what I mean? It's got great audio too, but it's certainly not going to be just static.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would get distracted if any of those came on.
Like today, for example, I had Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Exactly. Perfect example.
So.
Hell yes. But okay. But that was your background, right?
Yeah.
So, see, and for me, no matter how much I know the movie, I'm going to go, oh, I love this part. Like, I'm going to do it every 5 seconds. So I'm going to be staring at that thing. But I get it, and I love that. What I do that with, like when I used to work from home and stuff, is I would put on like ESPN.
Oh, okay.
I could, because I'd zone in and out, and parts of something interesting it'd catch me. But then I wasn't like having to listen to it the whole time.
Today was a little different though, because like I got a notification like on my phone. Usually I don't pay attention to it, but I got a notification saying Trump's going live at the White House or special announcement.
Oh. Was that today?
And yeah,
Oh,
and I was like, oh, okay. And so I was like, what is this? And so it was like I watched it, and it was on Fox 31, and it was like outside people, just like outside the White House, and it was just like just standing there. And all of a sudden, finally, cut to it, and he was in the Oval Office, and he's wearing a hat that says "Once again, Trump was correct" or something like that. His hat says it's a red hat. Once again, Trump was correct, or something like that. I forget what it was, but they were just announcing the FIFA World Cup, and the president of FIFA was there, and he handed Trump the World Cup thing because they were saying winners and presidents are allowed to touch the World Cup thing, and he was like, yeah, he's like he said something about the Kennedy Space Center, soon to be the Trump Kennedy Space Center, soon to be.
Yeah, soon to be the Trump / Epstein Island. Fucking this guy with this Epstein, it's not going to leave him alone.
No,
I don't think it's going to go away. I think there's going to be some problems coming up because now like a lot of the victims are coming forward and like sharing their stories.
Yeah.
It's a problem, dude. He's definitely part of it. Yeah, he had to have been, dude. Right? People get so mad if you say that. It's crazy how people defend him blindly, like no matter what. No matter what he says, there's some people out there that are so loyal to him.
Or it's the other thing that people that are loyal to him do. It's the don't you remember Bill Clinton when he was doing this with Monica Lewinsky, and there's pictures of him too with people from the Epstein Island.
Yeah, just diverting.
Diverting.
No one's talking about fucking Clinton. That dude's old as shit. Nobody's paying attention to him.
Yeah, everyone knew that Clinton was the way he was.
Yeah,
and he even came out and
Lewinsky,
said
the whole thing.
He even came in and said he had inappropriate, relations with her and all that stuff. And
he was a fucking wild cowboy. That guy.
Yeah.
I smoke, but I did not inhale.
Yeah,
like come on, dude.
Bro. You can't smoke it then.
What are you doing? He was smooth with women. And
yeah,
fucking that. Was he from Arkansas or something like that? Yeah, had that southern accent going.
Yep,
smooth as could be. Even he's
playing
old
the
as shit.
saxophone.
Oh my God, that's right. That was a different time. I told you he came to my high school when he was running for office the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, he came visit our high school, did a little talk, and people were all excited, I remember. But looking back, I mean, I don't know, Clintons are pretty corrupt too.
Yeah,
they are pretty bad, dude. Yeah.
That's every politician. Every politician has done something to benefit themselves.
Is Bernie a politician though? He's not any office or anything, so.
No.
Right? Or I don't know. Again, we're not political experts either. Clearly, I don't even know.
We're not political
Does Bernie
scientists.
have a job? Somebody send us an email.
We're not political scientists either.
Does Bernie Sanders work? Does he have a position somewhere?
Yeah.
I am very curious what is going to happen next, though. Because this guy looks like he's trying to get a hold of it like a dictatorship. I don't have a pulse. Do you have a pulse on how people feel?
Well, the other thing too that he said was how crime has been so much lower now that he took over the federal stuff in DC because he took out
just took over
and everything and they had put stats out there saying that like the crime has been the lowest it's ever been in DC before that ever happened. And
it's like when we go to war.
And he's like yep, we took, it's now his other thing too. His kudos to it cracked me up. He goes, "It's safe. You can now go to restaurants." Like that's your number one fucking thing. Like nobody was going to restaurants before.
That's a real problem. Restaurants were going under. No one was going because the crime was so bad. Shut up, dude. What are you talking about?
Like he talks like Washington D.C. was like Gotham City. Like it's just fucking rampant with like super criminals and.
Which it was, like you said. We know it was historic. That's the funny thing. He just says shit. Like it has no base in reality, nothing. But so many of his followers just eat it up. That's what I mean about that loyalty.
Yep. He brought down that crime rate. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone says this is being a dictator and he's just taking shit over, but he's getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? He's getting things done. Like, but but there are a lot of Trump voters that regret their vote. You're seeing them all over the place.
For sure. The other thing that I cracked up too is they he just recently was celebrating with the ICE people and the federal police. He had all that. You see that again, fast food. He had a thing out there, a bunch of fucking it was like a giant pizza party. He had a whole bunch of fucking pizzas out. And he was congratulating them and rewarding them for the with meals and everything.
Him and his fast food. Dude.
And somebody had commented on Instagram was like, oh, okay. So instead of feeding the homeless and the people that you're arresting and deporting, you're just going to give extra food to the people that are they're doing it on the other side.
I know, giving them all this money and incentives. Yeah, dude, it's so crazy. I don't know. I want to know what's going to happen. You want to fast forward, or do I?
That was another one of the comments that I read today. Was like, man, this motherfucker hasn't even been in here a year. I keep on forgetting that. Everyone says that.
God. Right? It hasn't even been it won't be a year until November. Not even until January.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We might be in deep shit, Pierce. What are we going to do? What's our move when this place becomes a fucking dictatorship right around us? Everything starts getting controlled because he's doing every dictator move. That's a perfect example in Washington. I'm taking everything over, and then no matter what the fuck happens, that's going to be our propaganda is that I crushed it. It's way better now. Good thing I did it. Right? Well, right, followers?
And then he's like, and they're calling me from Chicago. They're calling me from Chicago.
They want me to interview.
They're asking me to come out there and do the same thing. They said, please do what you did in D.C. Make it safer. They're crying for me in Chicago.
Yeah. Go take care of Baltimore as well. Hit them all, buddy. Fix them. No, but and that of all the places, why would that be the one? It's not the highest crime rate in the United States. Why then? Why D.C.? Because he wanted it. That's why. That's all it is.
I wonder what the highest crime rate is.
Yeah, we should pull it up and see. I'd be curious the rankings of state to state, I guess.
What are you going to guess? What are you going to guess?
Are we doing cities or states?
Cities.
Cities. Highest crime rates? I would start with Chicago or Baltimore. I'm going to go with Chicago.
I'm going to go with Chicago. I'm going to go with Gary.
Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go with Gary.
I feel like you have inside information right now. That look on your face.
It's just something I just remember seeing in the past.
Yeah. Is that how it used to be?
How it used to be the steel capital of the world, Gary, Indiana, where they used to do a lot of steel and forging up there.
Is that where David Goggins was raised? Just outside of there, I think.
So, maybe.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's see. Oh,
number one. Who's number
Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
Had the highest crime rate in the U.S. As of the latest reported data. The violent crime rate.
Oh, okay. That's really what we're looking for, I think.
Ranked first with violent crime rate with 2,501 per 100,000 residents. Wow. Detroit is second. Baltimore is third.
Okay, Baltimore's third.
Yeah.
But I officially went with Chicago.
Yeah. Violent crime. What a violent crime is murder, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault.
Yeah, okay. This is the ones we want.
Yeah.
This is what we're looking for.
Yeah. Wow. The urban areas, the city populations, the urban areas that experience high crime rates, and these figures are often based on cities reported by the FBI. So this is all FBI data.
Is this a comprehensive list of all cities? Because I'd be very curious where Denver lands on there.
Let's see.
And I think there would probably be a big difference between Denver and Aurora.
Oh, Memphis.
I would guess.
Oh, Oakland's up there.
Okay, it makes sense.
St. Louis. St. Louis. Catch me in St. Louis.
Yeah, I had a guy in Oakland.
Baltimore, Detroit.
Pull up his shirt.
Alexandria, Louisiana is number 6. Cleveland, Ohio is number 7. New Orleans is number 8. Monroe, Louisiana is number 9. Damn, like 3 Louisiana cities are in the top 10.
Damn, Louisiana got a lot of violent crime.
Jesus. Number 10,
Denver.
Pueblo.
Oh,
I mean, makes sense.
makes sense.
Fucking Pueblo.
It's Pueblo, bro. Where's Colorado
I
Springs?
hope we don't have any Pueblo listeners. They're like, the fuck? God damn, Mike and Tony, you're Colorado. Pueblo's shitty though. Like that's where they have like the state fair.
Mm.
You know, every year.
Okay.
And I remember going down to the state fair, and I had taken Tira there, and we were walking, and I was like, "Just stay close to me." She goes, "Why?" I was like, "I feel safer in Denver than I feel in Pueblo." It's like
I told you, in that makes sense about Oakland being way up there. I was at a bus stop, a train station, and a dude was on the payphone. This is how long ago this was, and I kept kind of checking to see if he was off. I was trying to make a phone call, and he didn't. I was standing there waiting at a wall.
Well, he motioned you.
He literally just fucking dropped the phone and left it hanging. Looked directly at me and beelined right to me. I was freaking the fuck out. He walked over to me. I was leaning against the wall. He leaned up against the wall next to me, and he goes, "Do I know you?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "Do I want to know you?" And he lifts up his shirt, and the butt of a gun is like sticking out of his. Oakland, baby. Let's go. Yeah, another one in the bag. 244 episodes deep. Mike Pierce, we covered a lot of ground tonight.
Yeah, we did.
We sure did.
We went everyone from spiders to violent crime.
Yeah, had to cover all that ground between us because we're 6 miles apart in this room.
Well, Dollar, we got some guests coming up here. We got some more people on the books. And so, 250's coming up. So I think we should get somebody lined up for that one.
Yeah, we should.
Somebody special.
100%. Somebody special. Maybe secret, too.
Maybe a secret special one that we won't even tell anybody about.
Yeah.
Just us, obviously.
Just us. I mean, we have to.
We have to know. Right? So, but with that, Dollar, it is a wrap. Cheers.